Orgasmic enlightenment, where the sexual and spiritual come together. I'm Kim Anami, and I'm a holistic sex and relationship coach and a vaginal weightlifter. In this show, we explore all things intimate. I believe that our sexual energy is life force, creative energy, and we can use it to shape our worlds, strengthen our relationships, and self-actualize. I blend the most avant-garde information from neuroscience, ancient sexual practices like Tantra and Taoism, to renegade wellness modalities to show you how to create gourmet sex in your lives. Come one, come all. 10 things that happen when you are well fucked. First off, let's define what it means to be well fucked. Based on my own experience and tens of thousands of people going through my programs and applying my work. When I first began using this phrase a couple of decades ago, it was considered pretty risque. And now it's woven itself into the sexual ecosystem and vernacular as some kind of benchmark. And even though it's a term that I coined and later trademarked, I created an entire salon and teachings around this, and the concepts are the essence and backbone of my work. So, what does it mean to be well fucked? Is it someone who's having a lot of sex? Sure, it could be, but not necessarily. Someone could be having lots of sex, and sex that I would consider to be throwaway or junk food sex. And that would not make them well fucked. In fact, the opposite would happen. That might make them radically underfucked. Imagine eating a steady diet of ramen noodles and Coca-Cola. Your body would be starved for nourishment. So being well fucked is a quality. It's what your sex life is doing for you or not doing for you. Is it building you or is it depleting you? Is it multiplying and harnessing your life force or is it sucking the energy out of you? In Anami Land, the way we define being well fucked is by how you answer this barometric question. Does sex leave you feeling energized, rejuvenated, transformed, ecstatic, and like it changed your life? If not, then you're doing it wrong. If yes, then you're doing it right. Sexual energy is life force energy. You are either building your world and yourself through using it, or you're destroying them. Does this seem dramatic? It is. This is exactly why such a massive effort is made to convince you that your sexual energy is casual and disposable, that it doesn't matter what you do with it, when in reality, it matters more than anything else you choose to do. That is why I'm so passionate about what I do, and it's my life's work, because the difference is massive between gourmet sex and junk food sex. One is nourishment and elevation. The other is toxic and tiring. And look, most people don't know what they don't know. They've never tasted gourmet, and so they think that sex kind of sucks overall, or that lame sex and fast food, deep fried and week-sold oil is the best there is. And if you've only ever had the junk food version, I can see why you might think that. But once you start partaking of the gourmet Michelin 5-star kind, you will never go back. You will be so profoundly nourished and changed. You'll finally get it, and you become a walking, talking, fucking, orgasming ambassador for the new regime of well-fucked living. So here is what it looks like to be well-fucked. These are the kinds of things that happen when you step out of your life-changing bed and emerge into the world. Because here's the thing. Not only does having this kind of sex completely revitalize and revolutionize your relationship, but those effects extend into your entire life. And for the record, you can be well fucked if you are single and coupled. Some of my most well fucked periods have been in my single times because I knew how important it was for me to keep sustaining and generating that energy to fuel my life with. And somebody could be in a partnership, like I've referred to before, and be having low quality junk food sex, and they could be underfucked. So, what we're looking for is high quality with yourself and high quality with a partner. So, one of the first things and really major things that happens is you get richer, as in you make lots of money. It's true. Get well fucked and watch the cash roll in. I saw this early on in my own life and with my clients. Once they were imbued with that next level fuck aura, even the universe bowed down before them and showered them in gifts. I come bearing gifts. Your coming bears you gifts. Why, you ask? It's a combination of reasons we'll go through in this episode, all mixed together, that put you into a divine flow and bestow upon you the Midas touch, where everything you touch turns to gold, because you are being touched like you are gold. You get seen inside, you get loved up for the depths of who you are, and in that activation, something catalyzes. All of your dormant potential wakes the fuck up. You get into a flow from your highest, most intuitive self, and you live there. Yes, you can live there. It's like multiple orgasms. They just keep coming. A well-fucked woman or a well-fucked man multiply everything they touch. You've accessed the life force birthing energy of the universe. Fertility maxing. And now you're applying that into every part of your existence. The other factor is that you start making more aligned choices in your life and your work. Things fall away that were not the purest expression of you, and they get replaced with what is. When you do that, the closer you live to your truth in all things, the universe responds. It loves it. It rewards it. When people quit jobs that were rote, 9 to 5, pay the bills kind of work, they gravitate towards vocations that are more meaningful to them, a better expression of their dharma and their true gifts that they are here to give. Lastly, the second chakra is the seat of money, creativity, and sexuality. They are all connected. My view on that, and what I've seen shown over and over again for decades, both in my life and in the lives of my clients and students, is once you open the channel to your sexual energy in a conscious way and you really own and inhabit it, your creativity and money get amped up. People will use the phrase, it just fell into our laps. And I'll say, yeah, because your lap is what attracted it. Like attracts like. Your abundance and flow translates into abundance and flow out in the world. The second thing that happens is you get hotter. Let's call it your well-fucked aura. Well-fucked people have a certain je ne sais quoi, except we know exactly what it is. We hear stories all the time of women getting hit on out in public and men, and especially when they are anything but looking their best. Think sweats and flip-flops, hair in a messy bun, out running errands, and then men galloping across lanes of traffic to beg them for their phone numbers. What's interesting about that is that across 4 lanes of traffic, how well can you even see someone? These men are reacting to the women's auras, her force field of well fucked. And it's so palpable that it is bowling them over and drawing them like a magnet. Being well fucked, you wear your sexual energy like an outfit. and nothing makes you more attractive. It's the only fashion season that matters. The third thing that happens is you lose weight. You get fit as fucked. There ain't nothing like well-fucked fitness when adoration adorns your body. This goes way beyond calories in and calories out. We are in the realm of alchemy. This well-fucked energy purifies and cleanses and burns through all of your baggage, the things that you wear as weight, and you begin wearing adoration. You and your body wear what it feels like to be every ounce of yourself and to be loved and cherished for it. Exposing your truest, deepest self, your vulnerabilities, your rawness, your quirks, everything, and someone eats and drinks it up like it's manna from heaven. They don't flinch, they don't run, and instead they lean in and they love and fuck you harder. Yeah, that heals. The pounds and the weight start to disintegrate, wholly unrelated to what you eat, because whatever else you want now, your main diet is ambrosia, the food of the gods. This god food goes in and it fixes what needs fixing, heals what needs healing, and amplifies what needs amplifying. You can and ought to live off it. The well-fucked do. For more on this, check out these episodes, Well-Fucked Weight Loss, which is Season 1, Episode 26, and Lose Belly Fat Overnight with Orgasms, Season 4, Episode 16. The fourth thing that happens is you get happier. The best antidepressant you can take, orally and vaginally. Well-fucked and unfazed. Think about when you've just had amazing sex. Let's say then you get into your car and you drive off and somebody cuts you off. Are you more likely to slam on the horn, give them the finger, roll down your window and yell at them? Or do you look at them blissfully and think, oh, hey, go ahead. You must be in a hurry. It is my pleasure to help you out. Your whole outlook changes. Your sexual energy was meant to be expressed. Your sexual being was meant to be expressed. You are designed to live your days embodying yourself as this sexual being. It is the essence, the purest form of who you are. It is the most you that you can be. If it does not get expressed, it inverts on you, which causes depression. And often this suppression gets funneled into things like road rage, berating shop employees, and yelling at randos. It's classic misdirection, inversion, perversion, not going where it's supposed to go. You need to direct it somewhere. Everyone does. If you're in a loving, fucking, healthy partnership, this is its natural home. And this is why it's essential that you have a partner who can handle all of your loving and fucking, all of it, so you can smash them full throttle. If you don't have a partner, then you channel it within you. Either way, once that energy is in motion, as it needs to be, you will be lighter, freer, more radiant, and happy. This is the origin of the well-fucked woman concept and meme, born out of seeing women, including me, when they become well-fucked, their entire demeanor changes. When they aren't, they're heavy and miserable. People have observed this for millennia. This is where the term hysteria comes from. It's been in the medical literature for over 2,000 years, probably longer. The disease, the condition of being underfucked. Heavy, depressed, anger, bitter, irritable, classic Karens. And then when you start getting well fucked, all of that evaporates. We've had people ditch their antidepressants through becoming well fucked. They dose themselves and get dosed from their partners instead. The fifth thing that happens is you tap into your creative genius. You pull ideas out of your womb and birth them into the world. This is what your reproductive organs are meant to be doing. If they aren't bringing forth new life in the form of babies, then they birth ideas and projects and any creative piece of ecstasy that you can conceive of. When you don't do this, same thing. When you don't utilize your creative potential, it inverts on you. This is the source of things like endometriosis and PCOS and all of the organ afflictions that happen. This energy gets stunted, it gets stuck, and it piles up. It needs to flow out. When you are well fucked, this happens naturally. The sixth thing that happens is anti-aging. Sexual energy is the fountain of youth. Well-fucked people are youthful, playful, radiant, and they transcend any aging concepts. Sure, they may get some lines and wear and tear, but their spirits transcend this all, and usually their faces and their bodies do as well. They defy all of the aging propaganda. Even science backs this up. Having 200 orgasms a year removes 7 physical years off your appearance. And we have people in Anami Land that can have that many orgasms in a 4-day span. So imagine how young they look. So more than the physical piece, which I think is epic, is that people embody a real playfulness and youthful spirit. The other day, I was traveling from one of the most iconic surf breaks in the world. We had a 2.5-hour drive and then a boat ride and another boat ride. Anyway, I spotted this, I kid you not, a hot pink, magenta colored excavator on the side of the road. And I'm like, okay, we have to get out and I have to do like a little photo shoot with this excavator. And so I'm there posing all over it, having a grand old time. And this group of school kids comes by and they're so into it and they start posing with me. And they're like, I don't know, anywhere from 7 to 8, 9 years old, quite young. And they start doing all these gangster poses. And there's just one little girl with a Muslim like a hijab, a headdress on, right? And she was the most gangster of all. Like, they've got their thumb and their forefinger on their, I don't know, they must see rap videos or something. And they've got all these gangster poses. They were so adorable. And we're just having the best time, right? So it's this idea of spontaneous play and being uninhibited and not, we'll get to this in a moment, but then not giving a fuck what anybody thinks about you, right? And the surf break we were coming from, one of the most legendary in the world, and I'm out there surfing it at age 55. So booyah. Seventh thing that happens, none of this stupid menstrual or perimenopausal or menopausal bullshit. All reproductive ailments are symptoms of stuck sexual energy. 100%, no exceptions. This includes any growths, cysts, or C words on reproductive organs, endometriosis, PCOS, yeast and bladder infections, difficult PMS, periods, menopause, lack of lubrication, low libido, trouble getting to orgasm. If I've missed any, they still belong in this list. Now, nowhere do we see this more clearly shown than around the programming with women's menses and its cessation, i.e. menopause. Periods were meant to be blissful, psychedelic portals designed for a woman to go inward, to retrieve spiritual knowledge as the true shamans they are, and then come out renewed and ready for the month ahead. Menopause is similar, but the flow and that access now becomes constant. A woman gets direct downloads from her higher consciousness even more easily because her body isn't focused on the massive task of making a home for a baby every single month. That energy is freed up and now is meant to be used for her own spiritual ascension. Have you ever heard this kind of explanation of these times in the mainstream? Anywhere in allopathic medicine? No, of course not. You only ever hear about how torturous, brutal, painful, and what suffering these experiences are. Not true. Well, it's true if you make it true, and you are very strongly encouraged by the world around you to make their version your reality. I am offering another pathway, the actual truth. Do you want to take the red pill or the blue pill? You choose. But here's what happens when you get genuinely well fucked. You don't even have to choose. You change and reconfigure from within. You fuck away all the blockages, both mental, physical, psychological, that detour your sexual energy and keep it stuck. You fuck your way through the stuck, busting it open, exploding it, mobilizing it. Women magically evaporate cysts. They eradicate all menstrual and menopausal issues without even trying to do this. They just get well fucked. And these things take care of themselves. This is why I speak so confidently about the power of good fuck medicine. Nothing rivals it for actually curing what ails you and getting to the root cause. Yo, Australians, you don't know how bang on the money you are with that expression, the root cause. If you know, you know. If you're an Australian, you know. Number 8, don't give a fuck. You say what you want, you wear what you want, you do what you want, and who you want. This is one of the pivotal hallmarks of becoming well fucked, and when I know a woman has really made it. Her energy, her life force is flowing through and out of her at such a powerful pace that it blows everything out of its way. Effortlessly. She's not trying not to care. She genuinely doesn't. She's loyal to her own truth and voice, and that is all that matters. Other people's opinions and judgments just ping off of her, like they're hitting a mirror and bouncing back to the sender. You give no fucks about anything meaningless because you give all of your fucks meaningfully in bed to yourself and to your partner. You know, the most deserving of all your fucks. And when your fucks are all rightfully placed, they do not get squandered and thrown around like pearls before swine. The 9th thing that happens is your vagina, specifically your cervix, guides your life. I spoke about this a few episodes ago in My Cervix is My CEO, which is season 8, episode 19. This is your most accurate GPS when being led by, let's call it, your high vagina, which is a better representation of your heart and your spiritual goals rather than the clitoris, which chases quick fixes and cheap thrills. My comment earlier about doing who you want isn't some kind of endorsement for rampant casual sex. It means that your vagina, and specifically your cervix and your heart, guide you to the partners best suited to you. Instead of going through some logical checklist of what you think might be good for you, you let these parts of you, your cervix and your heart, you let them choose. Instead of taking compatibility tests and asking certain predetermined questions, when you know, you know. Cervix knows best. Heart knows best. Your mind and your clitoris will lead you astray. So toss them and follow the holy grail and pure paths of your cervix and heart. The 10th thing that happens is life gets easier. You have more flow and less friction. You lube your life from within. Your internal flow and gush shoot out into the world, smoothing out everything in their path. Nothing is a match for your flow and the serendipity it engenders along the way. You become fuckable and unfuckwithable. But more than that, your inner softness projects and lays the path ahead of you. Because all of your rough edges and irritation have been lovingly fucked out of you, when you emerge out into the world, you're in a delicious and divine flow. People pick up on this calm and bliss from within you, and that is what they respond to. I hear all these perimenopause and menopause women complaining about how everything irritates them. They hate everyone, and, consequently, everyone fucking hates them. This is the prickly energy of being underfucked. Like I've said many a time, menopause is a crock of shit. You are underfucked, nothing more, nothing less. So opening your legs and your heart in bed naturally opens you in life. The more you trust in yourself and your intimate relationship, you trust in life. You melt your old walls, you heal your old wounds, and this makes you more raw and fresh and somehow even protected. There's the aura of being well fucked that becomes its own layer of protection. It's like you become so pure heart and vagina that you rise above. And the pricks and pins, no, maybe pricks isn't the best word because we do particular prick. But the arrows of the world, it's like I said, they ping off of you. And instead, because you're projecting out this beautiful energy and flow, life rises to meet you there and supports you. You embrace life further and deeper. You keep your heart and your yoni open, and then life opens to you and for you. Yeah. So all this and more in Anami Land, the domain of the well-fucked. Like I've said, the beautiful thing is that most people try to do all of these things. Their goals are weight loss, getting rich, being happy. And I'm saying is all you need to do is get well fucked. And all of these other things happen as an easy and natural byproduct of that. You can kill 20 birds with one stone or improve 50 areas of your life with one orgasm. As long as it's cervical. And I can help you get there. The Well Fucked Woman Salon is open for registration and it closes tonight. This is my once-a-year signature salon for women to harness the power of their sexual energy. In this 10-week online program, I will show you how to achieve every deep vaginal life-changing orgasm, cervical, G-spot, and squirting, how to convert your sexual energy into creative energy to manifest your desires in the world, how to give your man life-changing blowjobs, handjobs, and become the cock-whispering maestro deep throater extraordinaire, and you can also have your own throatgasms, how to inhabit your feminine energy to magnetize and receive instead of slogging it out to build your life, how to turn menstruation and menopause into these spiritual ascension portals that they were meant to be, and much more. Go to kimanami.com/wet and join the tribe of the well-fucked. Thank you so much for listening. Subscribe to the podcast, leave a review, and send somebody else the gift of a multi-orgasmic and transformational love life by sharing this episode with them. If you'd like to go deeper into all things orgasms, sign up for my free Orgasmopedia series where you'll learn about 9 different types of orgasms everyone can have. Go to kimanami.com and you'll see the sign up there. Come one, come all.